Okay, so yesterday we had one of like the strangest or just the weirdest Yeezy drops I think I've ever seen. We had two pairs of Yeezys drop on the same day, which is weird in and of itself, but also it was a Monday. So let's get into all of the details on the two new Yeezys that dropped. So today we're taking a look at the Yeezy 500 High, Miss Slate, and Shale Warm. Alright, so double unboxing. I got both of the pairs here. We've got the Miss Slate, which is this one on the top, and the Shale Warm, which is on the bottom. I'll give you a quick look at the size tag. This is for the Miss Slate colorway. Again, the size tag just reads missile, missile, missile. And this is for the Shale Warm, or the Shale Warm, whatever we're calling that one, but the size tag just reads charm, charm, charm. All right, so I'll pull these out real quick and let's get into it. So here we go, the Miss Slate Yeezy 500 High, and the other pair which we're going to be taking a look at today, the Yeezy 500 High Shale Warm. Here we go, here's both of the pairs. This grayish one is the Miss Slate and this one is the Shale Warm. What I'm gonna do is chuck them up here. The release on these, like I said in the beginning of the video, was pretty strange. I guess you could call it a shock drop. Like, we knew the date when they were going to release, but even that date was moving around from the 10th of February to back to the 8th, and it was just kind of a little bit all over the place. We didn't really know much about how they were going to be releasing, like the places they were releasing at, whether it was the Adidas app or if it was going to be a splash page. We didn't really know much about the stock numbers, if it was going to be limited or not. In fact, they only loaded up on Adidas that Monday morning of the actual release. So definitely pretty different as far as a Yeezy release goes. And not to mention the fact that we have two, pretty damn similar colorways of the same Yeezy model releasing on the same day. They both released on February the 8th, which again was the Monday, and they retailed for £180 here in the UK and $220 out in the US. The last Yeezy 500 that we saw was the Tyrian colorway, and that one did not sell out. So I was kind of expecting these to do the same. However, they actually did sell out. I guess just kind of interesting to see. Maybe people are feeling the 500 High model a little bit more now. So since they both dropped on the same day, I decided to get both of them and just show you, maybe compare them and see which one you prefer. They are pretty similar. As you'll see, I guess the most obvious part is kind of that midsole area where it's very, very similar in colors. Both of the outsoles are almost black, so pretty much exactly the same in color. However, the midsole is actually very, very slightly different. The Miss Slate colorway has a pretty much, I'd say, very, very dark gray midsole. And if you look at the Shale Warm colorway, it's just slightly a little bit lighter. When you look at the mudguard that pretty much wraps around the entire shoe, well, on this Miss Slate colorway, it's a little bit darker than on the Shale Warm colorway. But obviously up top it's two completely different colorways. So let's start with this Miss Slate colorway. Now originally when I first saw the images, I was not a fan, okay? It kind of had this weird dull green color, and that color does still exist on the shoe. You can definitely see it for pretty much all of the suede overlays. However, when you do get it in hand, it's not that bad. It definitely blends into the gray a little bit better than some of those images show. Personally, I think if they made the whole shoe this light gray color, it would look a little bit better. I'm just not the biggest fan of this dull green color that they've put on it. Now as for the Shale warm colorway, it's almost a monochromatic tan or beige colored pair of shoes. I'd say it's pretty comparable to the Stone Yeezy 500 low. The color varies from material to material that is used on the pair of shoes. However, all of the colors that are on this Shale warm colorway all fall under the kind of tan or beige umbrella. Now both of these do have the exact same materials, which I will say do feel really nice. If you haven't felt a Yeezy 500 high, I think the materials they use are really nice and feel premium. On both pairs you get a very soft, puffy feeling neoprene material, which you can see in all these kind of bulbous round parts on the shoe. You get some tumbled leather overlays which feel pretty decent. I do like the feel of that leather material, and then for the rest of the shoe you're getting a whole lot of nappy suede. Generally speaking, it is a comfortable pair of shoes. The upper really helps that. You get a lot of cushioning, especially around this ankle area. This massive tongue actually feels like memory foam. If I squish down into it, you'll see it takes a little second to kind of reset back to its original form. The Yeezy 500 high is a very comfortable shoe. However, it does fit pretty damn snug. I would definitely recommend that you go up a half size. So there is a little bit of 3M piping that goes around the side of the shoe. Now, in daylight, it kind of just looks white. However, obviously, when you do put a flash on it, you can just see this kind of line that goes around the shoe. It's a very small detail, so if you don't like it, I don't think it's going to bother you too much. Yeezy 500 high is not my favorite Yeezy model. However, it definitely is a practical pair of shoes. I'd say it's like a sneaker boot hybrid, and it just a winter shoe in general. It wears pretty well, and I think if you do like good solid materials and you like the looks of the Yeezy 500, I don't think you're necessarily going to be too mad at this one. And I think for the price tag, it's not a bad deal. And again, in my opinion, these are two of the strongest colorways. They're pretty easy to go with a lot of different outfits. They're fairly monochromatic. But either way, let me know what you guys think about the Miss Slate Yeezy 500 high, or of course this Shale warm colorway. Which one is your favorite? Which one did you pick up over the weekend, or did you completely pass on both of these? Either way, let me know down in the comment section. And hey, thank you so much for coming through, liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next one, but until then.